If a porn producer offered you $1 million to star in a film under the condition that all of your family and friends be notified about it, would you accept this offer and why not? Sure. My family will be really disappointed if I don't accept it. I guess it depends on the porn. You know the story of the diplomat that visited the USSR, was the mark in a honeypot trap, and when they showed him pictures to blackmail him, he asked for copies to show off? Yeah, that's me. Absolutely not. I don't need my family knowing I have money. Sure would. My shame can be bought for much less than $1 million. Well, it depends on the type of porno though. But generally speaking, I'd say yes. At my age, I would expect a high five from my remaining family and friends. This is true. A friend of mine was in a porn film. Everyone found it very funny for about 5 minutes and then got over it and carried on with our lives. For that much money, considering nobody really cares? Fuck yes. For 1 million I'll make them watch it. I don't care if my family knows I did a porno. But I absolutely do not want my family knowing that I have $1 million. If a porn producer offered me $1 million, I would question their motives since they can get far more impressive looking guys for a lot less. But if they pay me $1 million, I would be able to instantly retire, so I'd take it. Yes, 100% without question. If you said my family had to star in it, that would give me pause. What do we need to stop teaching the children? Kids learn by watching us. Whatever we want kids to do or not do starts with grown-ups addressing our own hang-ups. Full stop. That play ends when you reach adulthood. Play is important, even when we're grown. You can get what you want if you're nice. It teaches children how to be manipulative and dishonest. Instead, teach them to handle no. Too many people grow up and get offended at being told no. Teachers and parents want their children to learn how to ask for things in a polite way, but not how to handle rejection. My brother teaches children and he will actively tell kids no and encourage them to find alternative solutions that don't infringe on someone's decision. *Edit, Happy New Year's. Wrote this while smashed at 2 a.m. in the morning. That failure is something to be ashamed of and to avoid at all costs. We all fail sometimes and we need to be able to accept that. That you need talent to be good at something. I don't believe in forced apologies. They're not legitimate apologies and the other child knows this. I also don't feel adults should force children to accept an apology. Forced apologies and acceptances don't have any benefits. I am a third-grade teacher. My students know I won't force an apology. Instead, I speak to the students about their choices and how it made others feel. I've found that, once students realize what they did, they do apologize on their own and the other student does accept it because they know the apology is sincere. Oftentimes, students will even try to resolve the issue on their own. It's common for students to ask me if they could speak alone in the hallway. They then return proudly stating that they resolved their issue. Obviously, if something is not resolving itself, I'll continue to help students through it. I will also step in for more significant disagreements. However, I've found that students are able to resolve issues an overwhelming majority of times. However, they are never truly resolved with forced apologies and acceptances of forced apologies because the underlying issue is still there. To push down their feelings and never cry. You don't heal unless you work through your emotions. Support them, don't scold. That you need to be friends with everyone. To just ignore bullies. As a former teacher, it does nothing to address the issue. The bullying persists 100% of the time. You are perfect. No, you are not. It's important to know your weaknesses and focus on your strengths. Replacement words for vagina, penis, etc. It's not inappropriate for a child to know basic anatomy, and this is only advantageous to predatory people. Edit, yes, I know the vagina is not the vulva, that's why I said etc. I was just giving examples. And thank you, kind stranger, for the award. Please isn't a magic word. It often won't get you what you want. I'm sorry doesn't erase a wrong and is only one small part of an apology, which the wronged party is not obligated to accept. They are being mean to you because they like you. That while they are special, they are not any more special than anyone else. If he's mean to you, he likes you. Guys, where do you finish when you masturbate? Where don't I finish? I've been dropping loads around this fucking house like a goddamn dump truck. Have you ever stubbed your toe on a sock? Why did cum cross the road? Because I put on the wrong socks this morning. In the square hole. Right into my neighbor's mail slot. Into a tissue, I don't want a sticky hand, easy cleanup. I put it back to where it came from. I like to have a posh wank and use a condom. More or less where I started. I knew a dude that used to finish on his hand and wipe it on his mattress. Into the toilet bowl, gone with a flush, and I can just take a shower right after. Part of the reason why I do this is because of privacy. I live with people who don't respect privacy that much, typical Asian household, so if I do it in the bathroom I get a reason to lock the door and do the deed without the fear of being interrupted. Edit, didn't expect this to blow up. Check or ear. Not where I wish I was finishing. On a good day I can hit the ceiling fan. It's better to cum in the sink, than to sink in the cum.